On Christ. I.S.U.P.K Sabbath service has officially begun. Barak is up. State your registry.
Paratazah, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasha'ala.
Baratazah, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Yabashim Yasharakta.
Yabashim Yasharakta. Come up here. Christ. All right, Shapar, which means horn. Yayan, which stands for wine. So,
La Yasha'ala.
lie. So like it. You can keep your head down.
Okay. La Yasha'ala means to Israel.
Shapar again, which means horn. Christ. Men, women of Israel, if you are watching at home, we face the east to recite these prayers. Saw upon your aquadum, which means turn and face the east. We're going to begin with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Laba'ah, Watazaka, Hayah, I.S.U.P.K Ba'aratazah, Tawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Yadandanawa, Nakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawawafyanawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawafyanawa, Wala'ah, Abayaynawa, Manasayawan, Abba, Awashaynawa, Mayan, Right, Hayah, Nakah, Malakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapara, Iwalumium, Aman.
The Lord prays in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
I will forgive our debtors. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
I-S-U-P-K, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Baba Posha, Thundanawa, Hakat, Nawapa'ah, Kamak'Allah, Makamadawa, Hakat, Nata'ah, Hamatazarayim, Hakat, Nahakwayim, Hamafyim, Hakat, Arakara, Hakama'Allah, Nagarashun, Hashem Yahushai, Tawada Aman.
The power in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manners of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. And to cast them out in your name. In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahahoya,
Ayahoya,
Mahayan,
Mahayan,
Yaba'ah,
Aizariah,
Aizaria Ma'ain,
Aizariah Ma'ain,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Ma'arataza, Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Magalka,
Magalka,
Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Anala'a,
Anala'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamor,
Shawamor,
Yasharala,
Yashara,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Kazalka,
Kazalka,
Aliyah,
Ayad,
Yamiyanka,
Yanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Yashamash,
Yashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Lakaka,
Lakaka,
Rayarak,
Lakarak,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makarai,
Makarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashta,
Athnapashta,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Kazafka,
Kazafka,
Wabawaka,
Wabawaka,
Ma'aika,
Ma'aika,
Wa'ain I will love.
I-1. Psalm 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence it comes my help? Well, from whence comes my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help comes from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He would not suffer my foot to be moved.
He would not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Without slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
He that
keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall never slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
The power is thy shade. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not strike me by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forward.
From this time forward.
Even for evermore.
And even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam. Aldama Yalaka. Altakarash. Wa Altashakwat. Kayahana. Awayabyaka. Yahama Yawan. Wamashana Yaka. Nasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka. Ya'ayrayamwa.
Ya'ayrayamwa.
Sawad. Wayata Ya'aita Zawad.
Wayata Zawad.
Altazapawanyaka.
Altamawamaka.
Taza Pawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakyada. Magoya. Wala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yasharala. Aiwad. Kaya. Nawa'aitazawa. La. Yakadwa. Ayaka. Bara'af. Yakarafwa. Ahoya. Adawam. Wayashamalayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagoria. Gabal. Wa'aimawan. Wa'aimalak. Palashaf. Ayashabia. Tazawar. Gum Ashawar. Nalawa. Aiman. Hayawa. Zawawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamabian. Kasayasara'a. Hayabian. Balakal. Kwayashwan. Nashamadwa. Bayanda Ara. Hayawa. Daman. La Adama. Shayatamwa. Nadayabmawa. Kaira. Wakaza Abba. Wakaza Bak. Wakata Zalmanai. Kanasaya Kamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nayara Shah. Lanawa. Na'awaf, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ka'ash, Kaba'ira Ya'ira, Wakala Abba, Talahat, Hardium, Kantaradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapaka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Walawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Wayaba'awa, Ayai, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Arthur, Shamka, Yahawah, Labaka, Ayawan,
Akaratazar. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O my power.
O my power.
For lo, thy enemies make it tumult.
Thy enemies make it tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up their head.
Have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come.
And let them cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted against with one consent. They have consulted against with one consent. They have consulted together. They have consulted together with one consent.
But they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
And Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur. Also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot.
They are hoping the children of Lot. Salah.
Do unto them.
And
unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to
Sisera. As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison. Which perished out. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Making nobles like Lorad.
Make their nobles like Orad.
And
like Zahab.
Yea. All their princes. As Zabah. And as Amunah. Who said. Let us take to ourselves. That the house of the power in possession.
The houses of the power in possession.
All my power. Make them like a wheel.
That
they stumble from the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burns the wood. As the flame set the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And
make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. Oh Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. For that they may know.
That men may know.
That thou. Whose name alone is. Yahweh. Of the Most High. Over all the earth.
Blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahawashah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayam. Matazab Ya'ah. Alawak Yahana. Ha Alawakya. Ha Saranya. Ha Kwatazayanya. Ha Kayayanya. Wa Ha Akwafya. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Tawada Aman. In the English. Bless you.
And in English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yahana.
Commander General Yahana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you. Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
I.S.U.P.K curses.
I got the right one.
Bless are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
That prophets.
That prophets.
That teachers.
The teachers.
That priests.
That priests.
That that prince.
That princes.
That priest.
That priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake the loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
The treasure of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And their nation.
And the nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity.
Egyptology. Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation. Skinhead. Posse Comitatus. The Gay Movement. The Lesbian Movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. National Space Program.
The Army.
Navy. Air Force.
Marines.
Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channels. And the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathens. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go through and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues. Shake the house of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahushua. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy words. Cause it to be known by all. By all that, of course, we know that it is the angels that has done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it.
So, Son of Christ. Clap it up. Shabbat. Be seated. On side Christ. All right. Last week we left off at Job chapter 1 and 17, right?
No. 1 and
16.
I think it was 18.
Job 1 and 17.
17.
So this week we're picking it up at Job 1 and 18. You can take it. 1 and 18 in the Hebrew. You want some water?
Come.
You could begin the Hebrew.
Come. Job, chapter 1, verse 18 in the Hebrew. Come. I, Za, Mabar, Waza, Ba, Waya, Amar, Ban, Banyan, Waban, Yan, Akal Yam, Shaf Yam, Ya Yan, Yan, Ba Ya, Ak Yaham, Hab Ka Wa. Verse 19. Wahana Wa God La Ba'a Ma'ai Bar Hamar Bar Wana Guy Ba'ar Bai sorry Ba'ar Bai Pawa Hab Nath Waya Paul Waya Paul Al Han Irayam Waya Wathwa Wa'amal Ta Rock Anya Quab Daya Laha Gayad Lak verse 20. Slack is 7.
God.
I just want to play.
Why you Kwam?
Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna leave off that.
I got you. Keep going. I'll let you know. You studied that on 18, right?
Come.
Go ahead. I'll let you know.
Waya Kwam. Aya Wab. Waya Kwar. Waya Kwaya. Ath. Ma'ai Lawa. Waya Gaz. Ath. Ra'a Shawa. Waya Paul. Ala Tazah. Waya Shaf Kawa. Verse 21. Waya Amar. Iram. Ya Tazaf. Ya.
Ma.
What's that?
That's a ma. After Yatazafia.
Oh, there was two of them. So.
Okay. You don't repeat. If it's in parentheses, you don't repeat.
You don't repeat it. Come. Mabatan. Amaya. Ram. Ashawa. Shama. Yahweh. Nathan. Yahweh. Oh, it's not. Why Yahweh? Laquak. Yahaya. I mean Yahaya. Yahaya. Sham. Yahweh. Mabayaka. Verse 21, verse 22.
You got two more verses. You're stopping at chapter 2, verse 2.
Come. Bakal. Za'ah. Allah. La'ah. Kata. Aya. Wab. Wala. Tan. Dapala. Mayam. Ayahayam. The powers. Verse 23. No,
chapter 2 and 1.
Oh, chapter 2 and 1? Oh, it's like this. Chapter 2, verse 1.
You don't go to verse 23 on yours, right?
Sorry. I just did the swipe. Chapter 2, verse 1. Job, chapter 2, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya haya. Haya 1. Waya awa. Ban ya. Lahayam. Laha daya tazab. Al, Yahweh. Waya Bawa. Gam. Hashaban. Hashatan. Bath. Come. Laha Daya Tazam. Al. Yahweh. Job 2 and 2.
Last verse.
No, last one, come. Waya Amad. Yahweh. Al. Al. Hashatan. Aya. Maza. Da pa. Da ba. Wana aina. Hashatan. Yahweh. Waya Amar. Mashat. Ba'a Rataza. Wama Lak. That was it.
Ba. There's one more word. Ba.
Ba. That's like it said.
God knows that.
Ba.
Clap it up. Good job. Good job. Getting sharper and sharper. That's what it's about. Pick it up in the English. 17, I got it.
So it's 18. Job, chapter 1, verse 18. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, Thy son and thy daughter was eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. Verse 19. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness, and smite the four corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they were dead. And I escaped only to tell thee. Verse 21. Verse 20. Then Job arise and ripped his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshipped. Verse 21. And said, Naked came I out of my mother womb, and naked shall I return there. The Most High gave, and the Most High have taken away. Blessed be the name of the Most High. Verse 22.
All right, and that's the spirit we gotta have as a people. This is Job going to trials and tribulation that every man in the I.S.U.P.K will go through. When you come to serve the Lord, like the scripture says, prepare your soul for temptation. All right, don't think it's gonna be all peachy and rosy and honeymoon and purple and butterflies. That's not the truth. All right, you're gonna go through trials and tribulation. You're gonna be hated. You're gonna lose families. You're gonna lose slaveries. It's going to happen. All right, and when these things happen to you, don't say, "Oh, there's no God," or don't curse the Most High like Job's wife told him to. Curse the Most High and die, Negro.
That's right.
All right. Go through this trial and tribulation like a man. Take it in the chin, all right? And never drop your sword and fight. This is the whole purpose of life, is to fight, all right? Keep going.
Verse 22. And all this Job sinned not, nor charged the power foolishly.
All right, and he didn't charge God foolishly. All right, he didn't sin. Don't because you're in poverty. Don't go ahead, Albert. Sure, you can take this one. Huh? Yes, you did great.
Well, sister, did you leave a Bible here?
Yeah, did I?
I think you left. Yeah, you left the Bible. It's in the lockbox.
All right, no sweat. Just use that one for now, right? Okay.
Job.
Yeah, like I was saying, you could be angry. You know, you could be angry. You could lose your slavery and be angry. You know, you could, lose your family and be angry and go into child. Things could happen to you. It's okay to be angry. All right? We're not Christians here. Anger is an emotion that you can have, but don't be angry and sin. Don't be angry and be emotional about it and fall because of it, and they use that as an excuse. Why are you sinning, man? Why are you smoking weed, man? You know, this woman done took my child, and you become weak. Don't do that. All right. Once you start sinning because you are going to trials and tribulation, you are being an effeminate. All right, because you cannot take the war. Now you need drugs to go through that war. Now you need to alter your mind as opposed to fighting. All right, the minute that you start sinning is the minute that you give up, and we cannot give up because we are in warfare. All right, keep going.
Come. Job chapter 2 verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of the power came to present themselves before the Most High.
All right, so we know that Yahushua, right, that we call ignorantly Jesus Christ, is a son of God. All right, well, he is the favorite of God's son, but the Most High, he have other sons, and Satan, right, contrary to popular belief, Satan is God's son. All right, and we about to find out. Right now, it's about to tell us. So the sons of God came to present themselves, and that is major council, all right, for the angels. The same way we have major council here in the I.S.U.P.K, where the messengers of Commanding General Yohana, the messengers of the Most High, we go out to Haiti, to Jamaica, to Mexico, to the reservation, where at some point in time throughout the year, we have to report. All right, we have to report, and it is the same for the angels. The angels have to report what is the work that they have done. Keep going.
Come. And Satan came also among them to present.
Among who? You said it earlier. Among who?
The Most High.
No, among who? Right there. Among who?
Among the sons of God.
Among the sons of God. So Satan came also among the sons of God. That means what? Satan is a son of the Most High power. All right. Satan works for the Most High. Keep going.
Come. To present himself before the Most High.
God.
Verse 2. And the Most High said unto Satan, From hence cometh thou? And Satan answered the Most High and said, From going to and fro in the earth.
Saying to the Most High, I've been riding throughout Southside Chicago, throughout the reservation, throughout Brooklyn, the Bronx, Haiti, Jamaica, Mexico, Puerto Rico. I've just been, riding around. All right, that was the last verse, right?
I just got to finish.
Keep going.
And from walking up and down in it.
All right, that's what the Satan report, I've been working. I've been going around. So verse 3, I'll take verse 3.
Okay.
Job chapter 2, verse 3 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar Yahweh al Hashatan Hashamath Labka Al Ibadia Ayawab Kaya Ayan Kamahawa, Ba Arataza, Ayash, Thumb, Waya Shar, Yara'a, Alahayim, Wasar, Marai, Wa'ai, Danwa, Maka, Zayakwa, Batha, Mathwa, Watha, Sayath, Yan, Sayathanya, Bawa, Laba, La'aiwa, Kanam, verse 4, Waya'ain, Hashatan, Af, Yahweh, Waya'amar, I-War, Ba'aid, I-War, Wakal, Ashar, La'ayash, Yathan, Ba'aid, Napashwa, verse 5, Walam, Shalak, Na'a, Yadka, Wagai, Al, Tazamawa, Wa'al, Basharwa, La'a, Al, Panyaka, Yaba, Rakat, verse 6, Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Hashatan, Hanwa, Bayadka, Af, Napashwa, Shamar, verse 7, Wayat Azaa, Hashatan, Ma'af, Panya, Yahweh, Wayaka, Af, Ayawab, Bashak, Bashakion, Ra'ai, Makap, Galwa, Aid, Quadak, Quadawa, verse 8, Waya, Quak, Lawa, Karash, Laha, Tharai, Laha, Garad, Bawa, Wa'a, Yashab, Bathawak, Apar, verse 9. That's the last verse, right?
Come
on. Watha Amar, Lawa, Ashafwa, Aiduka, Maka Zayakwa, Baka Mathan, Baka Mathka, Barak, Alahayim, Wamath. You can pick it up in the English.
Okay. The book of Job, chapter 2, verse 3.
Hey, shalom, Yabashin Yashabukatam. What's going on? Charlene Tabasi, Kijon, Boton Wa, we Sulaiba. Hey, shalom, Adawan, Yabashin Yashabukatam. Keep going, man.
Come. And the Most High said unto Satan, hence thou consider my servant Job.
All right, so the Most High is asking Satan, have you considered my servant Job? For the people, I see a friend of mine that I grew up with from the live. All right, what we basically do in the Sabbath service, right, as the priest that we are, we defile the Sabbath. This is our job, to defile the Sabbath every Saturday. All right, while everybody is not working, we are working here. And what we do during the Sabbath service is that we read the Bible, we read the scriptures from the Hebrew. All right, this is our custom. We read it in the Hebrew, and then we read it in the English. So we go over the scriptures in the Hebrew, then we read it in English, and just break it down. All right. Keep going.
Come. That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man.
All right. So in the Christian church, right, one thing that the pastors use so that they could have sinners in the church pay for salvation.
That's right.
You know, the sinners pay to go to heaven. You know, and this is why they go to church, because the pastors make them feel like, well, it's okay to be a sinner. You can't be perfect. We are human. You know, we all fall short. All right, we cannot be perfect. It's impossible to be perfect. So it's okay to go out and whore yourself Saturday night. Just come to church Sunday morning with that money. All right, just come to church with that money, and we're gonna pray over your lustful, whorish behavior or whoremongers behavior. Just go to the strip club on Saturday. Make sure you come Sunday morning with that money. They'll spend all the money on the strip clubs.
That's right.
Leave some for the church. All right, and that is a lie according to the Bible. You can be perfect, and this is what Christ, our King, that we ignorantly call Jesus Christ, told us to be. He said, "Be ye therefore perfect." So we can be perfect. All right, and Job was perfect. All right, keep going.
Come. One that feareth the power, and
you fear the power when you observe His commandments. All right, you can't say you love God and then yesterday you was in Turkey celebrating Thanksgiving. You hate God. Why? Because you hate your people, and God is so gangster. He makes it impossible to love Him without loving your people. So how can you hate the native Indians, brothers? All right, because the Thanksgiving is the murder of the native Indians, specifically the people you call the Pequot. All right, that was the murder of that family. Okay, so how the hell you gonna celebrate the murder of your people that you can see? You can see the descendant of the native Indians today. You're gonna celebrate their murder and then say you love God. You hate God. All right, you don't fear God, because when you fear God, you will observe His high holy days, which are recorded in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. You're not gonna observe the holidays that your oppressor created out of the murder of your own people. Keep going.
And it's true.
You say, yeah, it's true.
It's true.
That means to separate yourself from sin, to reject sin, to rebel against, sin.
Extrueth evil, and still he holdeth fast, his iniquities. Integrities.
All right, God, that's important. And he hold fast his integrity, even though he was going through trials and tribulation. And this is a myth that if you are poor, you cannot serve God. Yes, you can. Yes, you can serve God. Just because you are poor, don't mean you got to smoke that weed. Right? Don't mean you got to be a crackhead. It doesn't mean you got to sell your box. You got to sell your body. You got to get on TikTok and create an OnlyFans so you could show men your, what they call that? Your camel, what they call it?
What is that?
Camel toe. The sister know.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You don't have to create a OnlyFans to show, huh? Good. Brothers, I know he just act like, what's that, sir?
I did.
What is that?
I did.
Camel hair? What are you talking about, sir? You know what I'm talking about, brothers. Good. Just because you are poor doesn't mean you have to be a whore and you have to be a slave to the oppressor. All right. And just because you are oppressed doesn't mean you have to be a slave. You can be oppressed and be free. Like we are in the I.S.U.P.K. Yes, we are oppressed, but guess what? We are free men. Why? Because we have this truth, and this truth had freed us the same way that Christ said it would. All right, keep going.
Come. Although, let me see. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause.
All right. Even though Satan went to destroy Job didn't sin. He withheld his integrity. And this is what we got to do as a people. We have to have some damn integrity, man. Paratazar, the Levites, right? Our brothers and sisters, the so-called Haitians, we have a day that is means a lot to us, which is November 18. November 18, 1803 is when we whooped the French.
That's right.
All right? We whooped Napoleon's army, and we celebrate that. And this is something to celebrate. You understand? When we overcame our enemies, the same way we did for Hanukkah and Purim, this is something to celebrate. We're not making it a holy day, but it is something to celebrate. But a week later, after these Haitians celebrate the victory over their oppressors, right? Over Esau, guess what we're gonna do now?
Celebrate Thanksgiving.
Celebrate Thanksgiving.
Celebrate Thanksgiving.
And now we become a joke to these people. Because how come you celebrate the victory of your people over theirs, and then now a week later you're gonna celebrate their victory against your people? You know, we have to retain our integrity, man. All right, and this is a word that is out of our vocabulary as a people, not in the I.S.U.P.K. And this is why we are sharing our light, man. We're letting our light shine, because we have to spread this integrity amongst our people like the coronavirus was spread.
That's right.
You know, we have to spread this thing like a disease. Why? Because it is the cure that's going to heal the true disease that we have as a people, which is mental slavery. Keep going.
Come. Verse 4. And Satan answered the Most High and said, the skin for skin. Yea, all that a man have will he give for his life. Verse 5. But put forth thy hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face.
All right. Satan's job, okay, is to find who's worthy. You got something to say, sis?
I'm agreeing.
Oh, you're listening, right? Cut. So Satan's job is he is there to tempt you, to find out, are you worthy of the Most High rewards or not? That's Satan's job. All right, Satan's job. Go ahead, Apple.
So this is because our disobedience.
What is because of our disobedience?
That when we was once in bondage over Pharaoh, this is what maybe I'm wrong. The Most High said to free my people, and Pharaoh said no. And the Most High said, my people have to serve me today, some type of feast day. And once Pharaoh had, released us from Egypt, it's like a kick in the head. It's like a kick in the head. Pharaoh released us. The Most High, and after that, after Pharaoh released us, we didn't follow the laws of the land.
Okay.
Like that,
well, right? Pharaoh didn't release us, right? Pharaoh was getting his ass kicked. And they was like, these Israelites got to go. Because if they don't go, we're going to be destroyed. All right, so that's the spirit of it. Now, as far as following the law of the land, not the law of the land, so to speak, but the Most High God gave Moses specific laws for us, which is in the scriptures, which is our constitution. So these are the laws that we didn't follow, because these lands that we went into, like the land of Canaan, they had their own laws. But when you go back to Deuteronomy, the Most High told us, don't do after these people, right? Don't do after their manners, because they had their laws. But just because we go into a land, we go into Africa, we go to the land of Canaan, we go into Ethiopia, or we are in America, the people that are here, the people that are following Thanksgiving, right? The people that are following Christmas, we cannot do after them. The people that are worshiping a rock, in these Arab countries, the people that are worshiping Shiva and having dreadlocks, we cannot do after them. We got to follow our laws. So you are on it when you say we didn't follow the laws, but not the laws of the land. We didn't follow the laws that God gave us as a people, because we don't have the same laws as these other nations. You understand? Keep going.
Come. Verse 6. And the Most High said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life.
I mean, do everything to him. Just don't kill him. And then break his leg, break an arm, take away all his sheep. Like, do everything, but don't kill him. Let's see if he's gonna curse me.
Verse 7. So when Satan forth from the presence of the Most High and smote Job with sores, boils from thy sole of his feet unto his crown. Verse 8. And he took him a what was that? Posture to scrape himself with all, and he sat down among the ashes.
Now let's find out, as Job is going through these trials and tribulation, he's going to this disease and he's losing everything, right? He's damn near, depressed, right? Now let's see how his wife felt about it. And this is why, we implore brothers to, seek wisely. When you're seeking a woman to be your wife, don't choose any type of woman. Choose wisely. Don't choose a woman who's going to tell you this. Read. Verse 9.
Oh, sorry. Verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thy integrity?
His wife said, you still retaining your integrity? Like, why don't you just sell out, Negro? You're still retaining your integrity? Why would you still retain your integrity? Don't you say what your integrity have caused you? And this is what's going to happen to you when you come into the truth. When you come into the truth and you say, you know what? You're going to live with integrity. You're not going to be a scammer. You're not going to sell weed and sell drugs. You're not going to celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know what I'm saying? When you start doing these things, the world is going to go against you. When you stop eating pork, everybody's going to have some type of opinion about you. Why? Because you don't eat pork. Simply because you don't eat pork, everybody's going to be like, this Negro right here, you don't eat pork. Nigga, you was eating pork last week. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to be against you simply because you want to retain your integrity. And who's going to be by your side? A woman that's telling you, Negro, you still retaining your integrity? You don't see everybody's turning against you? You don't see everybody's calling you crazy? You don't see everybody saying you are in a cult? The Southern Poverty Law calls y'all Negroes a hate group. You don't see the government is watching you? Like, you still retaining your integrity? Is that the type of woman you're going to choose? Keep going.
Come. Curse the power. Curse power.
Say it as it is written.
Curse God and die.
Say, curse God and die, bro. You don't retain your integrity. Basically, F your God. Kill yourself. And you can't have a woman like that. All right, you gotta choose wisely. Choose a woman that don't mind the world hating her because she want to follow the Most High.
That's right.
Because that's a woman that wants everything. When everything was good, she loved Job then, brothers. When Job had these hundreds of sheep and cattle, she loved him because God was good then. But the minute things get rough, there's no God. This God don't exist. F that God. Keep going.
This is in the Hebrew.
Oh, Hebrew. God. You want to take the Hebrew?
Come.
God. Get down.
The book of Job, chapter 2, verse 10 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar. Allah Ya. Kadamba. Akath. Hanbala Wath. Da 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 da. Dada Barya. Gum. Ath. Hata Wab. Naquabla. Naquala. Nakabal. Ma'ath. La Hayam. Oh, at this moment. Ala Hayam. Wa'ath. Ra'ai. La'a. Nakwa Bal. Bakal. Za'ath. La. Khata. Ayawab. Basha Path Yawa. Verse 11. Wa'a Shamaiwa.
You stopping at chapter 3, verse 3.
Come. Shala Shath. Ra'aya. Ayawab. Ath. Kal. Hara. Aya. Haza. Ath. Haba'ah. Ila Yawa. Waya Ba'awa. Oh no. Wayab Awa. Ayash. Mawa. Yapaza. Wow. Hath ya what I mean hath ya man ya. You say again?
That's a la after ma. Yum na ya.
Yum na ya. Wait, hath ya man ya. Waba la. Waba da. Yeah. Wabadad. Hashawakaya. Wataza wapa. Han I math. Yeah. Hanai Mathia.
That's right.
I'd wa. Yahid wa.
That's a ka.
Oh, that's a ka. Wakad ya.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa. La ba wa. La
Lanawad.
Nanawad. Now, wait, Lanawad. Lanawad. Okay. Lawa. Walan Kamawa. Verse
12.
Yeah, verse 12. Wana Sha'awa.
That's a ya.
Waya Sha'awa. Ath. Ayan Yaham.
Ayanyam. Keep going.
Okay. Wak. Wa'al. Hakayar Awa. Hawa. Waya Sha'awa. Kwawalam. Wayab Kawa. Wayakwar Iowa. Awash.
That's a ya.
You want Ayash? Ayash. Okay. Ma'ai Lawa.
Waya Zawakwa.
How do you say that?
Waya Zarakwa.
Waya Zawakwa. iPod. Let me say owl. Ra'ash Yaham. Ra'ashyam.
Connected.
Oh, it's connected. Wa'ash.
Say it separate.
Come. Wa'ashyam. Hasham Ya Shah. Ya Ma. See? Verse 13. Wayash. Wait, Waya Shabwa. Atawa. Ahwa. La'aratazar. La'aratazar. Shaba'ath. 7. Yamayam. Yum.
Keep going.
Shaba'ai. Washabaith. Lawath. Wa'ayal. The bar. Allah Yawa. Dabar, Kaya, Ra'awa, Kaya, Gadal, Hakaab, Ma'ad.
Chapter 3, verse 1.
Job chapter 3, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Akar, Kan, Patah, Pathka, Ayawab, Hawa, Wayakwala, Yawamawa. Verse 2. Stopping at 3. Verse 2 in the Hebrew. Ayawab. Amar. Verse 3. Ya'abad. Yawam. Awalad. Bun. Wahala Yala. Amar. Hara. Gabar. The book of Job, chapter
2 and 10.
Chapter 2, verse 10. Chapter 2, verse 10. The book of Job, chapter 2, verse 10. Let me see, chapter 2, verse 10. Because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb. I'm in the wrong one. Here we go. Right here. See, Slocking. The wrong chapter. The book of Job, chapter 2, verse 10. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish woman speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hands of the power? And shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips?
So what the hell do you expect, you fool? What do you expect? You gotta go? Okay, you could call. What the hell you expect? You just expect, for everything to be good, for us to not ever have a bad day, right? You don't ever want to have a headache, because the minute you have a headache, your heart is hurting. You know what? God don't exist. The minute that your check don't deposit on a Friday, right? So you could go and sin and eat that shrimp, crab, and lobster, which is really filthy and disgusting. Right. Right? The minute that don't happen, you want to curse God. The minute that your men come to the truth and find out that Thanksgiving is actually an evil holiday, now you want to call him crazy. Now you want to say, man, this God don't exist. This nigga don't went crazy on me. Job is asking, so what the hell do you expect? You expect for everything to be all good and nothing to ever happen that's bad to us. All right? That was what, verse 12? So like I believe perhaps is our last read, verse 12. And when they lift up their eyes afar off, so like no, verse 10. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What shall we receive good at the end of God, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips, and Job still didn't sin. All right, verse 11. Even though now his woman, his own family is turning against him. Verse 11. Now when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon him, they came everyone from his own place. Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamite, for they had made an appointment together to come to mourn with him and to comfort him. So Job had these 3 friends that came to comfort him, right? As we're supposed to do when your people are going through something. You don't just curse them, but we're going to find out the spirit that they came under, though. All right, because it's important when you comforting somebody not to do this, which they're about to do here. We're going to read verse 12. And when they lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept, and they rent everyone his mantle and sprinkled dust upon their heads towards heaven. Verse 13. So they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very great. And this will happen. You see somebody, they drinking, they done, lose their mind because something done happened to them because they had some type of situation with their baby's mother or their children, was taken away from them. All right, you could keep reading.
14.
3 and 1.
3 and 1. Come. The book of Job, chapter 3, verse 1. After this, opened Job his mouth and cursed his day. Verse 2. And Job spake and said, verse 3, let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was said.
And when tribulation come your way, depending on the level, certain things happen to you and you wonder, man, why was I born? All right, that's Satan coming at you. That's Satan still doing his work. Why was I born? And this is why a lot of people commit suicide, because they go through some things. Even children, they go to school and somebody is bullying them and they feel like they're not worth it. Like, why was I born? I was born to go to school every day to get bullied, and next thing you know, they took their parent, weapon and put a bullet on their head.
That's
they killed themselves. All right, that bad.
It's like that goes in, that goes in because about a couple weeks ago that happened. Right. Nobody knew that, nobody knew that the person was depressed. Right. Or whatever, and that's they just finished having the funeral because somebody committed suicide. Mm-hmm. A couple people did that. For the past couple of days. For the past couple this past year, it was like 3. Like 3 suicides in Yonkers. Right. 3 suicides in Yonkers, and 3 suicides, and somebody died off of somebody's suicide because somebody jumped off the building and the person landed on the person who was going into the building.
Yeah, and right now we are in suicide season. Right. Everybody know around this time, Thanksgiving, Christmas, this is when crime is at its heights and suicide is at its heights. Why? Right. Because people are depressed. They are depressed because they cannot fit in the reality that the oppressor created for us. Right. Like, you can't buy your children gift. You are shit. Excuse my language. You are nothing. You're not worth it. You're not a man. All right, and a lot of brothers, they fall victim to that, and they go and they rob a bank. I got a ex coworker of mine who's doing 7 years, because he went and robbed one of them cell phone stores, at gunpoint, and they saw him in the camera, and he's serving 7 years right now. Why? Because he needed to feed his family. That's why it's important as you go through these trials and tribulation. Be angry, but don't sin. Be angry at the oppressor. Curse the oppressor. The oppressor is the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. That's why we say we go through something here. You know what I'm saying? We can't make it to Houston because of the cookout. We're like, man, I got a slave. The oppressor is the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. And guess what? We keep it pushing. We fight. You have to fight. This is the whole condition, like it says in Ecclesiasticus, I believe, or Second Ezra. I believe that scripture is in Second Ezra. That's Second Ezra, when Ezra was talking to the angel and asking, why are we going through all these things? When is the end gonna be? The angel said, look, this is the whole purpose. This is why you're here. We are here to fight. You're not here to just, for everything to be all good. You're here to fight, young man. All right, sisters as well, you have to fight. We gotta fight. All right? Because we have to be worthy of this kingdom. We have to be worthy of rulership. And this is why Satan is here. And Satan is doing his job. Satan is going to do his job. Right. The thing is, are you going to do yours? Right. Are you going to resist Satan? Are you going to be the one that gives Satan a rank raise? Because Satan is trying to get a rank raise from the Most High. Man, I went to Job. This nigga is cursing you now. He was perfect, huh?
So if I may, Satan is doing his job so well, he did it to the T. Right. Soon, if you read, at the beginning of Job, he didn't waste no time. Right. Soon he got the order, he left, and he just started hitting Job with everything.
Right. And this is why we go to major council, because when you have the order to go take over a city, to go walk through and fro, like Job did, you got to go through a city, like Officer Hazahab is doing right now. Officer Hazahab has been scalping Brooklyn. That's right. Seeking where are we going to conquer? You know what I'm saying? Where are we going to conquer? Officer Paratazai in Yonkers. You got to walk through and fro. You got to go do this work. All right? You got to see, okay, I got an order to conquer this part of the town. What I'm going to do. All right, and put it into action, because the angels are putting everything into action, and Satan is working, and we got to do our part. Keep going.
There is a man child conceived. Oh, that was the last one.
That's the last. All right, I'll pick up this set. Job 3 and 4 in the Hebrew. Hayawam. Hahawa'ah, Yahaya, Kashak, Al, Yad Rash, Yad Rashwa, Alawaha, Mama'il, Wa'al, Tawapai, Ai Layawa, Nahara'ah, Yagal Hawa, Kashak, Wa Tazala Mawath, Tashakan, Al Yawa, Ai Nanaha, Yaba'ai Thawa, Kamar Yariya, Yawam, verse 5.
Verse 6.
That's 6.
You got to do 6 now.
I studied out 4, right?
Come.
4. Oh, come. 5.
6 now.
Come. I didn't say 5. We just read 5. Now this is 6.
Come.
The water. Hala Yalaha, Hahawa'a, Yakwa, Kahwa, Apal, Al, Yakad, Bayamya, Shana'a, Bama Sapar, Yara Kayam, Al, Yaba'a, verse 7, Hana'a, Hala, Yalaha, Hahawa'a, Yahaya, Gala Mawad, Al, Tabawa'a, Rananaha, Bawa, verse 8, Yakwa Bahawa, Ara Raya, Yawam, Ha'ai Thayadium, Irara, it's like a Ira, Lawa Yathan, verse 9, Yaka Kashakwa, Kawa Kabia, Nashapawa, Yakwa, La'awa, Wa'ayan, Wa'al, Yara'a, Pa'ai, Paya, Shakar, verse 10. Last verse. Kaya La'a, Sagar, Galathia, Bathania, Waya Sathar, Aimal, Ma'ai Yanya. Pick it up in the English.
Okay. The book of Job, chapter 3, verse 4. Let that day be darkness. Let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Verse 5. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the blackness of the day terrify it. Verse 6.
All right, so this is Job cursing his day. This is Job being depressed. This is Job going through it. Like a lot of us go through this when we come into the truth. When we come into the truth, you are going to be tried. When you was a sinner, everything was good. You know, Biggie said, you know, he ain't had a problem like this. What he said was the line? When I was broke, I ain't had a problem like this, right? Well, when you was a sinner, you're never going to have this type of problem. You never had the problem you're going to have when you come into the truth. You're going to realize, God damn, I was doing all this sin and everything was all good. I was going to the strip club, eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, sleeping with every brother that had, you know, every brother's woman, like, and everything was all good. The minute you say, you know what, you're not going to celebrate Thanksgiving no more. Your own family gonna turn against you.
Right.
The minute you say you're not gonna sleep with another brother's woman, that woman is gonna hate you.
That's right.
That woman is gonna be like, are you gay? Like, what you talking about my man for? He's not here. He's down south. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna come get this box? Now you're gonna be gay because you don't want to sleep with her. You know, it's all type of sickness that's going to happen to you. Why? Because you're not a sinner. You was gonna say something, sis?
You know what I'm thinking? I feel that, like, what's his name? Takeoff, the one that they killed.
The brother that passed away, Khan.
Yeah, I think, like, personally, I think that when you see people, just like they say, people see things inside of you that you don't see inside yourself. I really think they personally kill or take off for some reason. I think maybe because he was coming close to the Most High. Something that was about to turn completely in that brother's life.
Mm-hmm. Well, how you got to look at it, right? Takeoff happened every day.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You know, and the problem with us, a lot of times we look at these celebrities when they get murdered, and we forget about the dozens of brothers that get murdered right here in Harlem, New York, that get murdered in Queens, in Brooklyn. It happens every day. Every day we got teenagers losing their lives to gun violence.
Right.
You know, how many times does it happen? So this is not a isolated situation. This happened. This is part of the curses. You know, brothers hating brothers. Why? Because we are loving our oppressors. And when you love your oppressor, you're gonna kill your own brother. You understand? So this is not an isolated situation. We can't say for sure that Takeoff was coming into the truth because we don't know. We will be speculating. What we do know is that there's a bunch of takeoffs right here in Harlem, New York.
Right.
A bunch of brothers lose their life by their own friends. Sometimes their own friends. They were showing. I was watching a meme video that they did on XXXTentacion. That was a young brother that lost his life. Right. One of the brothers that went to jail for that murder case. You know, they show you a video with him sitting right next to XXXTentacion. You know, as the brother is, you know, dancing in the car, and you know the brother involved in his murder is right next to him. You know, it be your friends. That's the curses. Your own brother is gonna have an evil eye towards you, and this is what happened to Takeoff. His own brother had an evil eye towards him. You know, and this is not something that we gotta isolate. We gotta look at it as a whole. All right. You was gonna say something?
God, what you're saying is so hard body one was. Also to let you know, he pretty much, you know what I'm saying, was in the same situation as Puerto Rican Lou down the block. Right. He was at a party. People was playing dice, smoking, drinking, or whatever, arguing, and got killed. Same way that Puerto Rican Lou down the block just died.
Right.
Same thing, my friend died over a dice game. You know, somebody got shot, somebody got murdered. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? Our brother DMX died exactly how the broke man died. You know what I'm saying? On the block, and you know what I'm saying? A couple doors down from him. You know, so it doesn't matter where we at. We curse as a nation. So you know, so it doesn't matter how much money you have or how less you have. You're going to go through the same thing.
Right.
So.
And, you know, to seal it with this, the I.S.U.P.K is the cure for that.
That's right.
All the things that you see going on in the world, the I.S.U.P.K is the cure. Because in the I.S.U.P.K, you're going to come to a cookout and you're going to see Haitians, Jamaicans, Dominicans. We see what's happening in Haiti right now. Dominicans are deporting Haitians illegally and beating them and doing all manner of evil because Dominicans believe that they are different than Haitians. Not in the I.S.U.P.K. In the I.S.U.P.K, you're going to go to a cookout, you're going to see a Haitian and a Dominican together, a Puerto Rican, a Mexican, a Jamaican, a Cuban, you know, Ecuadorian. You're going to see all of us together, and guess what? You're not going to see one argument. And we drinking too, brothers.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We drinking.
Right.
You know, we having that good scotch, you know, that good, you know, honey jack. That's what I drink. I know y'all brothers. Y'all brothers are, huh?
You gonna pull me back in? So
yeah. Rum punch, you know, that cremas, you know, we drink. You would think that these brothers are drinking, there's gonna be a fight very soon. Just watch. 30 minutes, give them an hour, let that liquor kick in. You know, that liquor kick in, and it's all love, it's all brotherhood. It's all, hey, shalom, what's going on? You know, and brothers and sisters from every nation on the earth, the nation of Israel, who believe that we are different people. Why? Because, like I was saying earlier, we are free in the I.S.U.P.K. We are oppressed, yes, but just because you are oppressed don't mean you have to remain a slave. And what happened to our people is that we let oppression turn us into slave. Like we volunteer our slavery. We volunteer it. The oppressor created Thanksgiving. You come into the truth. You learn. You know, everybody, brothers, I know that Thanksgiving is about the murder of the Native Indians. You know, at this point, it's not a secret. But you got people that knows that. Guess what they're doing? Like, man, I'm gonna do it for the family. For the kids, you know. At this point, you just want to be a slave.
That's right.
And in the I.S.U.P.K, we are free, because that desire that tells you, you know what, even though I know Thanksgiving is the murder of the native Indians, I'm still gonna celebrate Thanksgiving. Is the same thing that's gonna cause you to say, even though I know this brother is from the same nation as me, I'm still gonna put a bullet in his head. It's the same thing. All right, keep going, bro.
Verse 6. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the month. Verse 7. Verse 7. Lo, let that night be.
Where we started?
We started on
4. 4, right?
4.
Go, keep going.
Verse 7. Lo, let that night be solitary.
God.
Solitary. Let no joyful voice come therein. Verse 8. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to rise up their morning.
That's Job not giving care for his day. Like he's going through it. Like the hell with my life.
Right.
The hell with my life. And you can't have that spirit in here in the I.S.U.P.K. You're gonna go through it, and guess what? You're gonna come here and you're gonna have a good time with your brother. And we're gonna suffer together. You going through it, we going through it. We're gonna fight through this thing.
That's right.
We don't have the spirit of cowardness in the I.S.U.P.K. All right, we all go through things. There's brothers that come here, man, they going through legal, things that you won't believe, but you're not gonna know about it. You're not gonna know about it. The man that's counseling him, they know about it. The people who are supposed to know, we know about it, and we are fighting together. But we're not gonna come here and be like, man, my life, Baratazar. My life, the hell with my life. No, we're gonna fight. We soldiers. All right, keep going. Grab a scroll.
Verse 9. Let the star of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day. Verse 10, last verse. Because it shut not up the doors of my mother womb, nor hid sorrow from thy eye.
You want to take the next step?
Oh.
3 and what? That's what? 11 or
12? 11.
Good, Aquif.
So the Most High break you down to break you down.
Right.
Not to
Well,
be funny.
if you read Ecclesiasticus, I believe it's in the 4th chapter, it tells you this. Wisdom is going to, I think the word that it uses, torment. It's going to torment you. It's like when you come into the truth, right? You might have a weed addiction, right? And you come into the truth, you're learning about the truth, and you still want that weed. And the wisdom that you are getting is going to torment you. You're going to start feeling guilty. You're going to start feeling depressed. The thing is, what are you going to do about it? Because wisdom is going to torment you until it can trust your soul. I got to find that scripture. You got the Apocrypha? You could.
I got it on my phone, yes, sir.
Type Ecclesiasticus. Type exactly that. Wisdom will torment you. I believe it's in Ecclesiasticus, the 4th chapter, around the 20th verse. Keep going, brothers. The brother's gonna see if he can find that scripture.
The book of Job, chapter 3, verse 11 in the Hebrew. Lama, La'ah, Maracham, Amawath, Mabatan, Yataza Athya, Wa'aga God, why? Verse 12. Mad, why?
Got it?
Quad, mawan, yeah. Bar, yum. What? Barakyum.
Barak means bless. I believe Barak Yah. I believe that means to curse. We'll see in the Hebrew, but keep going. In English when we get there.
Wama. Shadayam. Kaya. Ayan. Yeah. Is it? Ayanqua.
You can hold it.
Oh, I can hold it in.
Read that scripture for me.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 4 and verse 17. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways.
All right, now he's talking about wisdom. All right, when you start getting wisdom, you come into the truth, like the scripture says, when thou come to the truth, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right, at first, wisdom is going to walk with you through crooked ways. That crooked ways is going to be all the trials and tribulation you're going to go through. All the thoughts in your head that's tormenting you because you're trying to stop sinning. Keep going.
And bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline.
And this is what's going to happen. You're going to be tormented. So now, as wisdom is tormenting you with the discipline, what are you going to do? Are you going to be undisciplined and say, you know what? F my life. Give me that crack. Give me some weed. I can't deal with this no more. Keep going.
Until she may trust his soul.
And if you do that, then your soul is not going to be trusted. Wisdom will not trust your soul. You're not going to be found worthy because Satan did his job and you failed. And we cannot fail in here. We're going to be tormented. We're going to go through it, but our soul have to be trusted by wisdom. Right? The Most High have to trust our soul. Satan got to go back to the Most High and say, you know what? I tried, I don't want, but them brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, they're not purple.
Right.
And brothers are not purple. They don't, they don't do transgenders. Because Satan went and tempted that brother with a transgender.
That's right.
And that brother failed. That brother went and had sex with a transformer. And he failed.
It's a lot. Then they got depressed about it and committed murder.
Right. I don't believe that. I don't believe they died.
No, they didn't die, but attempted.
The transformer did not even die. Not in the U.P.K. Because we got men in the U.P.K. that's pretending to be women talking to our sisters. And our sisters don't fall for it.
That's right.
All right. We gotta be strong. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna go through all manner of evil, man. Our own people is gonna try to bring us down. But we gotta fight. This is what we are here for.
Right.
We here to fight. That sis.
Not the question, God, because he was his begotten son, and why did Satan tempt the Most High to see how strong he was?
Satan did not tempt the Most High. Satan tempted Job, not the Most High. This is Job going through it here. Job is going through it because Satan took all his possession, took his family, took his children away, and Job is going through it. Satan cannot tempt the Most High because Satan worked for the Most High.
So that's his son.
That's what it says. All right.
Like I said, she might be speaking about Christ when Satan took Christ up to the. That's what you're talking about?
Oh, you're talking about Matthew 4:4.
Yeah,
Matthew 4:4. Satan did not tempt the Most High because Christ is not the Most High. Right. All right. Satan tempted Christ the same way he tempts you.
That's right.
The same way he tempts me, the same way he tempted Job.
Right.
Right? Because Christ was a man. Christ is not God. Right? Christ is the Son of God, like Satan is the Son of God, like us also are the Son of God. Right? Israel means son of the power. What power? The Most High God. Right? Daughters of the power. When you say you're an Israelite, you are saying you're the daughter of the Most High God. All right? You're the daughter of the power. All right? Keep reading that scripture. Order for that precept. Verse 13.
Kaya. Ata. Shaka. Bathya. Wa'a. Shak. Wat. Washan. Thaya. Az. Yan Wak. Laya. Verse 14. Ima.
That's king.
Malak. Malak Yam. Waya I Tazaya. Arak Tazah. Habanyam. Hara. Karabawaf. How you say it again? Karabwaf. Lamawa. Verse 14. Awa. Ain. Sharyam. Zahab. Laham. Hama. Mal. Ayam. Bath Yaham. Kasa. Verse 16. Starting on 11 here. You see Awa. Kanpal. Tama 1. La. Ya.
Shalom, my son Christ. Keep going.
Come. Ka'al. Layam. La'a. Awa. Verse 17. Yeah, verse 17, last verse. Sham. Shayam. That's Ka. Kad. Kad Lawa. Kadawa. Ragaz. Washam. Yana Wah. Yana Wahwa. Yagawai, yeah. Ka, I mean, ka, cock.
I believe I'm not sure if it's car. I'll check with Officer Azahar if this is cock or cock. You can mark this down. That's the last verse in 17, right? Last word.
Okay.
You can pick it up in the English.
Okay.
Job chapter 3, verse 11 in the English. Okay.
Why die? Why die? I'm not from the womb. Why did I not give up the ghost?
And what Job is saying here, like when we go through it, you know, you've heard this before. You know, Mom, why didn't you have an abortion? You know, why you didn't kill me? Why am I here to go to suffer? You know, to be on Section 8. My father is on drugs. Like, this is not something that is strange to, you know, our thought process. You know, our people, we go through this. And a lot of times what happened to us is that we separate ourselves from the pain of our people. Because some of us might be in a position where we can eat every day. You know, we get to smoke our little weed, you know, playing our video games, and we forget about oppression. We forget about the oppression of our people. We forget about our people who are on crack cocaine, who are on drugs. These are our people. When you go in the corners and you see our people strung out on drugs, that's your brother. That's your sisters. And a lot of times we separate ourselves from the bottom of our people, right? And we look into superstars, right? Because we fall into the American dream and we forget we got our people that's thinking just like that, thinking just like that. And in the I.S.U.P.K, we go in the corners to give life to these people because this is the valley of dry bones. When you hear Job speaking like this is how the valley of dry bones speak. This is how our people think. Why was I here? What's the point of life? Let me just be a crackhead. Let me just be strung out on drugs on 125th in Harlem, New York. The hell? I'll just eat from a garbage can. You know, and we give brothers life in here. We have a brother. I forgot the brother's name. You know, a picture of the brother that came to a cookout, and the brother, there's a picture of that brother, man, like looking into a garbage can. The brother was in the dust, right? And you should see that priest and prophet now. Hebrew Academy graduate and all. Right. You know, we raised that brother from the dust because that was the thought pattern of that man. You know, why was I born? Why didn't my mother have an abortion? Why didn't you kill me when I was in the womb? Right? And our job is to give life to our people. Right? To remind our people who the hell we are, because we are the people that supposed to be ruling this planet. Right. We are not the scums of the earth. Our oppressor is. Right? And because of our sin, that's the only reason why we are at the bottom of society. We don't belong here. Right. That is not our position. All right? But we got to fight. You got to fight. When you have these thoughts that's coming to your head, that's telling you, man, commit suicide. Man, curse God, man. Just go smoke that weed, man. No, go prostitute yourself. You got to fight through that. You got to remember that you are the son and daughters of the power. Keep going.
Okay. Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly?
Why didn't I die? As soon as I came out my mother's belly, why didn't I die? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 12. Why did their knees prevent me? Or why the beast that I should suck? 13. For now should I have lain still and been quiet, I should have slept. Then had I been at rest. Verse 14. With kings and counselors of the earth which build desolate places for themselves.
And this is heavy there. You got kings and counselors of this earth, and they build desolate places. You know, and this goes right along with, I believe, Proverbs 29:2, where it says, when the wicked beareth wood, the people mourn. How could you be a king and you control this earth and you building desolate places? Because the wrong people are ruling the planet Earth. Because when we are ruling, it ain't gonna be no desolate place on the earth. Even the oppressors gonna rejoice.
Right.
They're gonna rejoice when they have Paratazar ruling over them. Because guess what? When Paratazar is ruling, and no devil gonna be walking around with no AK shooting up no Walmart. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. And you white people, you're gonna benefit from it. You're gonna benefit from a Negro having you as his possession. You're gonna benefit from being the slave of the Negroes. Sure. You know, the whole earth is going to rejoice. You don't want to serve no Negro, but you are going to serve a Negro. Right? You're going to serve a Negro by the name of Yahawashah Mashiach, that the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And when this happens, ain't gonna be no desolate place on the earth. Even the oppressor is gonna rejoice. You know, even the lions are gonna rejoice. The deers, they're gonna rejoice from oppressors not just hunting just to put a deer head on their living room. They're not hunting to eat because they're starving. They just want to put a deer head in their living room. The elephant, the animal is gonna rejoice. Keep going.
Oh God. Verse 15. All with princes that had gold, who filled their house with silver.
All right, who filled their houses with silver. Keep going.
Verse 16. Or as an hidden, ultimately untimely birth. I had not been, and as infant which never saw light.
All right, and there's children that never saw the light. You know who they are? The 19 million Black and Hispanic babies that went through abortion.
Right.
And Job wished he was one of these people that went through abortion. Why didn't I die? Why wasn't I, part of these people that didn't see the light? Keep going.
Oh God. Verse 17.
And this is what Kanye West was talking about, that they don't want to hear. They skip over that part.
That's right.
When they say, come see the Holocaust Museum, and he said abortion, Planned Parenthood is our abortion. They went right over that. We don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
Right. And it's true. This is our Holocaust. Keep going.
Verse 17. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the worry be at rest.
All right, most high in Christ. You want to take the next step? I'll take it. Okay. What's that? Go ahead.
Desolate place means a secret place, right?
Desolate? Nah. Desolate mean put it up in the dictionary. A desolate place is like the project. That's a desolate place. Like Haiti right now. Haiti is a desolate place. Why? Because the oppressor made it desolate. How did they make it desolate? By taking all the gold, all the silver, all the resources of that people, and then put them in poverty, destroyed their agriculture. At some point in time, Haiti exported most of the food that is consumed. Now we barely export, or if we're exporting any food, guess who's the owner of these farms? It's not us. Sure. The oppressors are the owner of the farm. Why? Because they changed our constitution where no oppressors could come to Haiti and own any land. That was in our constitution in 1805. They changed that. Now they can go. Bill Clinton could go to Haiti now and set up shop. While the Haitians are poor, while we are in desolation, and they are, like the scripture says, enriching ourselves with the silver and with gold. Read that definition.
Desolate, adjective, of a place deserted of people and in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness.
Right. That's what desolate means. You know, Captain Akkad and Captain Balthazar, they got a song called Desolation. You know, listen to that song. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on as soon as the service is over.
Right.
All right. What's that? Verse 12.
Verse 18.
Verse
3
18.
and 18.
All right. Job chapter 3, verse 18 in the Hebrew. Yakad Asariam Sha'ananwa La'a Shamaiwa Kwawal Nagash, verse 19. Quatan Wagadwal Sham Hawa'a Wa'ibad Kapasya Ma'adanyawa 20. Lama'a Yatan La'aimal Hawar Waka Yayam Lamoya Napash 21. Hamakakyam Lamawath Wa'ayan so like Wa'ayan Nawa Waya Kapawa Mamatam Wanyam, verse 22. Hashamakyam Al Gayal Yashua Kaya Yamatazawa Kwabar 23. Lagabar Ashar Darakwa Nasatara Wayasak Alawa Ba'idwa 24. Kaya Lapanya Lakamya Anakafia Taba'a Wayatakwa Kamyam Sha'a Gafia 24 is the last one. What set is this? This is a 6 set?
This is the 6.
Okay.
The book of Job, chapter 3, verse 18. There the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor. Verse 19. The small and the great are there, and the servant is free from his master. Verse 20.
Job would just want to be dead. He just want to die.
Right.
You know, everybody is free over there. You know, you don't have to worry about the oppressor. You don't have to worry about losing your sheep. Can I just die? Can I just be among the 19 million that never saw the light? You know, that got aborted. You know, because they free over there. You don't hear the voice of the oppressor. What the hell am I doing here? I'm going through it. Go ahead,
we have to remember he got boils on him.
Right.
He got stuff on him, so he's trying to soothe himself, but he see it every day.
Yeah.
It's an everyday, you know, he's always reminded of it. So we reading it, he's just talking about depression, but meanwhile there's boils all over his body. He's in pain.
And while he's going through his disease and going through his trials and tribulation, these women, you know, that should be your backbone, right? That is there to be a helpmate to you, tell you to curse God, Negro, and die. You know? Keep going.
Come. Wherefore is light given to him that is in What's that?
What verse?
Misery and misery. Yeah, misery. And life unto the bitter in soul. Verse 21. Which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for hid treasures.
Remember, the Most High told Satan, look, don't take his life. Do everything to him, just don't take his life. You got to understand what that means. This is why Job, like, he's longing for death, but death is not coming. Because the things that he's going through is like being dead. And he wants to die. He wants to be dead. But the Most High told Satan, look, did you consider my servant Job? Don't kill him. Do what you're going to do to get this rank raised. Just don't kill him. And Job is going through it, like Brothers I was saying, and he wants to die. You know, he wished that he was dead, but he's not going to die because the Most High did not ordain him to die. You're going to be tested. You're going to go through it. Keep going.
Come. Verse 22. Which rejoice exceedingly and are glad when they can find the grave. Verse 23. Why is light given to a man whose ways is hid, and whom God have hedged in? Verse 24. For my
sighing. Can you look up that word for me, Papa Bishop?
Sighing?
Yes.
For my sighing cometh before I eat.
All right. I believe your sighing, that's when you when you yawn, if I'm not mistaken, before you eat. All right, we're gonna understand the metaphor. Just get that word for me real quick. Keep going, Pratiza.
And my roaring are poured out like the water.
Mm-hmm. Verse 25.
That was 20.
That's the last.
Come.
24 is the last. Okay.
Come.
All right, I'll take the. Go ahead, read it.
Sigh or sighing. Emit a long, deep, audible breath expressing sadness, relief, tiredness, or a similar feeling.
Right. That's exactly what I thought. Like when you go, a lot of time you do it because you're hungry, or you may be sad, like Job was at this point. All right. This is the last set, right?
Come.
I'll pick it up. 25.
Come.
All right. Job chapter 3, verse 25.
Come.
So like 23, 24. Is it Kaya Pakad? Kaya Pakad, right?
Come.
All right, verse 25, 3 and 25 in the Hebrew. Kaya Pakad, Pakadathia, Waya Af Yanya, Wa Ashar, Yagarathia, Yaba'a Laya, 26, La'a, Shalawathia, Wala'a, Shakwa Tafia, Wala'a, Nakafia, Wayaba'a, Ragaz, chapter 5 and 1, chapter 4, verse 1. Waya'ain, Alayapia, Alayap Za. What's that word in the English? Is that 1,000? In verse 1.
On live, so it
4 and
seemed like
1.
a name, yeah.
4 and 1. Oh, okay, that's a name.
Oh.
Eliphaz.
Yeah, that's
okay.
the name.
Eliphaz. Alayabza, Hatha Yam Naya, Waya Amar, verse 2. Hana Sa'a, Dabar, Alayak, Thala, Wa'ai Tazar, Bamalayan, Maya, Yawakal, verse 2. So like in verse 3. Hana'a, Ya Sapath, so like Ya Saraf. Ya Saraf, Rabbayam, Wayadyam, Raparath, Thaka Zakwa, verse 4. Kawashal, Yakra Yum 1. Malayak, Rabarakyam, Kara'ai Wath, Tha'a Mataza, verse 5. Kaya, Aitha, Tabawa, Alayak, Wa Thala'a, Tagai, Idyaka, Watha Baal. All right, pick it up in English.
The book of Job, chapter 3, verse 25. For the things which I greatly feared is come upon me, and that which I was afraid of is come upon me.
All right, and the key to not have these thoughts or to not feel this way is to fear the Most High. All right, don't fear losing your power. Don't fear losing your NBA deal. Don't fear losing your slavery. I remember, confession is good for the soul. I remember when I first came into the truth, this thing used to be always in my head, like somebody from my slavery is gonna pass here and they gonna see me. I used to be in my head, and then you grew out of caring what people think. You grew out of caring. You stopped caring. Who the hell cares what people think? I don't give a damn. I send my slavery a letter real quick. Look, from April this to April that, I need off. This is a letter from my school. I'm a Jew. And during the Passover, I do not slave. I got priestly duties to go take care of. And they go and look in the calendar. Well, they don't celebrate the Passover. Well, we not them. Mm-hmm. We are the I.S.U.P.K and we stand alone. Right. I don't know what they did. They go and they find, okay, approve. Mr. J. It has been approved. Who cares about what the oppressor thinks? We don't tuck our shield inside. We put our shield. We let the world know who we are. Because when you wear an ankh, the world don't give a damn. When you wear a cross, they don't give a damn. But as soon as you put this on, people start looking at you sideways. Right. Because that is our true identity. That's who we are. And no other nation want us to come into this truth. Because they know when we come into this truth as a people, we're gonna rule over them. And no Chinese man wanna serve a Negro. No Caucasian man, no Arab wanna serve a Negro. None of them want to serve us. They love the fact that we are ignorant. All right.
Okay, it's like it. So, and if I may, see, this goes. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to after slavery, we have to let them know ahead of time that I need these days off. This is the whole holiday because my religion belief. Now imagine, what I'm saying? This is Lord willing that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians get on one accord. Because we don't care what they think. We're going to take that day off anyway. Right. Automatically the job going to just conform, their schedule around, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They ain't got no other choice. Right. Because we was like, yo, damn with you. This is the day that we're going to get off, period. You know what I mean? No compromise. Eventually they're just going to say, okay. and it would be in their schedule.
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
These Black and Hispanics and Native American Indians who are the Israelites, these are the days they're gonna have off.
Right. And that's what they fear.
That's what's gonna change the world, right?
Right.
There, remember.
Right. That's exactly what you said, because that's what they fear. That's why they fear, celebrities to come to the truth.
Mm.
They fear celebrities, not that they fear the celebrity, but they fear that the masses of people will wake up. Because once a celebrity say it, because people looked up to celebrities, right? They fear that these people, they're gonna start thinking about what these Negroes in the corner have been saying, because they painted us as crazy. As long as they paint us as crazy, and our people, for the most part, not so much so, because the prophecies that we've been prophesying since 1969, they are coming to pass.
Right.
People are agreeing with us now, brothers. Right. People like Captain Arya said, he missed the days they used to want to fight him. Again, now Negroes just agree, because our people, they slowly waking up and realizing that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as the masses of people think of us as crazy, the oppressor don't have a problem. Mm-hmm. But you got Kanye West say that he's a Jew. Now you gotta have Black and Hispanics looking up into that documentary. Kyrie Irving saying, like, you're gonna have the masses of people that's going to look up this information, and they're gonna start believing the prophets. That's what they fear.
Right.
They fear that the people are gonna start listening to us. And when the people start listening to us, they know it's the fall of their kingdom, and their kingdom is falling already.
Right.
Because white Jesus don't have the same power that he used to have.
Yeah, right.
It don't have the same power. Right. Thanksgiving don't have the same power that he used to have. Christmas don't have the same power that he used to have. You know what I'm saying? White people, white women being the standard for beauty is not the same as before. Before sisters did not want to have no natural hair, right, at all. Right. Sisters are realizing now, you can't even stay in the sun, you damn devil. You know what I'm saying? You wish you had that's what the black sisters say. You wish you had my melanin. You have no melanin. Right. Because white supremacy, like he says in 2 Thessalonians, the Most High is consuming the evil spirit of this world through his mouth. And who is his mouth? His priests and prophets. We are the mouth of the Most High. And this is how we are consuming white supremacy. We are consuming white Jesus. When we go out there in the street and let our people know Jesus is a Negro. Right. Jesus is a black man. And the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. All right. Keep going.
Come. Verse 26. I was not in safety, neither neither had I rest, neither was I quiet, yet trouble came. The book of Job.
Don't think, never think because you come into the truth, everything is gonna be peachy, and rosy. You come into the truth, you're gonna have your trials and tribulation, and you're gonna overcome it. You endure, you hold on to your sword, you're gonna overcome your trials and tribulation. And you just gotta remember that this is a fight. Like, life is about warfare. This is life, and you have to embrace that. As a people, we have to embrace that, because Thanksgiving is warfare. That's warfare. And you have to teach your children to fight. From an early age, you got to tell them, look, we don't do this. When you go to school, you're not going to do that. The teachers are going to know about it. And don't worry, you're not going to have to do no, like my kids, the teachers know. When Halloween come, now they change Halloween to pajama day. Halloween and Christmas are pajama. No, Halloween is character day. It's not Halloween, it's just character day. They choose their favorite character to be. No, that's the spirit of Halloween. The same way with Christmas, they change it because they know some people are religious. They change it to pajama day. It's not Christmas, it's just pajama day now. They're not participating in character day nor pajama day, because it's the same spirit. It's just like eating turkey on Thanksgiving. You never ate no turkey, but as soon as November come, you want to eat all the. I don't want no turkey in November. I don't want no turkey in the entire month of November because I didn't eat it. Why the hell I'm gonna eat turkey on Thanksgiving for? Because that's the spirit that's around. It's the spirit of Thanksgiving. It's the spirit of Christmas, and that is a fight, and we have to fight that. Every day of our life is a fight. You don't come into the truth for life to be peachy and rosy. Keep going.
So let me just, I can say one thing, sir. And what you said is so heavy because, you know what I'm saying, our press is such a devil. And the way they say what they call a Halloween character day. Mm-hmm. What is Halloween? People dressing up as characters. You know, it's already been, but they try to change the word.
Right.
But it means the same thing.
Same thing.
You know what I mean? Then you said pajama day and Christmas is known for being, you know, kids is known for being in pajamas. That's the look. The kids run down the stairs in their pajamas and they Christmas pajamas to go open up the present. Good. It's the whole scene, you know what I mean? By them being the devil and try to, you know what I'm saying, use these, you know what I'm saying?
Deceive us.
Deceiving words, but meaning the same exact thing.
Good. Keep going.
The book of Job, chapter 4, verse 1. Then Eli Phaz, the Temanite, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Temanite answered and said, verse 2, if we essay to commune with thee, wilt thou be grieved? But who can withhold himself from speaking?
Remember, they didn't speak to him for 7 days as he's going through this. So who can watch his friend going through this and just withhold himself from speaking, even though they did it for 7 days? Now they're gonna have to say something. Keep going at some point.
Verse 3, behold, thou have instructed many, and thou have strengthened the weak hand. Verse 4, thy words have upholden him that was fallen, and thou have strengthened the feeble knees. Verse 5, but now it is come upon thee, and thou faintest. It toucheth thee, and thou art troubled.
All right. Is that the last verse? All right. Next week we're gonna keep reading these verses so we can see the context of what is it? Eliphaz is talking about. All right, because they're gonna start having some opinions about why Job is going through what he's going through, and that's going to happen to you. You're gonna come into the truth, and certain things gonna happen to you, and your mama's gonna be like, "Yeah, I told you this was a cult." You know, yeah, that's God punishing you. Go into this court. People are gonna start having all manner of opinion. Why you going through what you're going through? God seizing you everything. You know? God. Next time, just raise your hand. All right? Nah, no sweat. You know, people are gonna have all manner of evil to say about you because you're going through it, not knowing that you're going through it because you're a just man. That's why. Because when you were sinning, everything was all good. Right. Yeah, no problem. All right, but like the Bible says, when thou comest into the truth, prepare thy soul for temptation, because temptation is gonna come like never before. You know, like never before. You know, that's what I said. I remember that line when I came into the truth. I said what Biggie said. Biggie said when I was broke, I had no problem like this. I said when I was in the world, I did not have these problems, brothers. My life flipped upside down. You know what I'm saying? Upside down. And I was here every day. You know, every Thursday I'm here, every Saturday I'm at camp. Nobody knew nothing. You know, I spoke to my Ottawa, spoke to my captain, and they counseled me, and we go through it. You know, and this is life. It's about warfare. With that, I imagine I'm up here, just up here. All right, next week we're picking it up at what, 4 and 6? All right, Most High Christ. Shapar, which means horn. Yayan, which means wine. So.
Yashala. La Yashala means to Israel.
Christ. Support again. Christ. With that, Israel, I'm going to recite the prayers. If you are watching from home, we face the east, all right? Make sure you find out where the east is at. All right, it's definitely where the sun rises, or you can get an app from your phone and it will help you locate where the east is at. Shalom Israel, who's watching from the live. With that, I imagine, which means to stand. Saw upon your hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to recite the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, I.S.U.P.K Yahweh, Malakovka, Taba'ah, Matazaka, I.S.U.P.K Ba'arataza, Kawa, I.S.U.P.K Shemayim, Dunlanawa, Akam, Ka, Yagwam, Asalakna, Kawawafyanawa, Asalaknawa, Kawawafyanawa, Wala'ah, Habayaynawa, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashaynawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Ka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, the I will love you, Amen. In the English.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive our debtors.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. So forever. So be it.
Akkad, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Habakwashah, Dunlanawa, Akkad, Narafa'ah, Ka'amakalah, Ka'amanawa, Akkad, Yata'ah, Amatazariah, Akkad, Nahakwayam, Amathiyam, Akkad, Barakara, Atama Allah, Nagarashan, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Tawana Aman.
Power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of
Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
The
power to heal. All manners of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to clean the leper.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Ayatan, Namawat, Wagavka, Ayanabam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanabam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Sharamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh,
Yahweh, Tazarka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Ashamash, La'ah, Yakakar, Wayarak, Balayallah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazarka, Wabawaka, Ma'aika, Ma'ai Walam. English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence comes my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help comes from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer my foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite me by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
And
out.
thy coming in.
And thy coming
From
in.
this time forth.
From this time
And
forth.
even forevermore.
Even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Salakia. You let me read both?
I thought you just quoted this.
Salakia. All right, Salakia. I just realized that. Psalm 83. You got to stop me, bro.
Come.
Salakia, I don't want it. That's my part right here.
Come.
All right. I'm sorry, Christ. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Adam Yalaka.
Adam Yabaka.
Al Takarash.
Atakarash.
Wa Al Tashakwa.
Radashakwa.
Al Kayahana.
Anayana.
Awayabyaka.
Ayanamika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wa Mashanayaka.
Mamashinabaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Aimaka.
Al-Amika.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Ya'ayayamu.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayata Ya'aita Zawa.
Wayayayaytazawa.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Atazawamika.
Amarwa.
Amaru.
Lakawa.
Nakawa.
Wanakakyada.
Nakaki.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wara'a.
Yasakar.
Yashakal.
Sham Yasharala.
Sham Yashal.
Aiwan.
Awad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Wara'aytazawa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Nakawa.
Alyaka.
Ayuka.
Bara'a.
Wara'a.
Yakawafwa.
Warawakwa.
Aholia.
Ahali.
Adawam.
Ayawam.
Wayashamalayam.
Mamashayo.
Mawa'aba.
Marabaru.
Wa Agarium.
Maragayu.
Gabal.
Kabal.
Wa Aimawan.
Ma'ayawan.
Wa Aimalak.
Ma'ayamalak.
Palashah.
Alashat.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yashabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Ashu.
Nalawa.
Nayawa.
Imam.
Amam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Sarawat.
Labanya Lawa.
Labanya Yawa.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Ashayaham.
Kamadian.
Kamayu.
Kasayasara'a.
Kayashwarana.
Kayabian.
Kayamu.
Banakal.
Barakal.
Kwayashwan.
Kayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Yashamatu.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Vayalanda.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Tamam.
La'adama.
Ayawa.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamu.
Nadayapmawa.
Vayalanda.
Ka'ira.
Kayara.
Wakaza Abba.
Kazahaba.
Wakaza Bak.
Kazabak.
Wakata Zalmanai.
Kazamina.
Kana Sayakamwa.
Kama Shakamu.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amaru.
Nayara Shah.
Nanarasha.
Lanawa.
Nayawa.
Na'awa.
Nayawa.
Alahayim.
Ayahayim.
Alahaya.
Ayahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamu.
Kagadala.
Kagabu.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raka.
Napanya Waka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ah.
Tabaira Ya'ira.
Taba'iwa Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Kazahaba.
Kalahat.
Tabaha.
Hariam.
Kaya.
Kantaradakma.
Kanta Wata.
Basa Iraka.
Taba'iwa.
Wabasa Wapaka.
Baswa the Pastor.
Tabahalam.
Taba'iwa.
Mala'a.
Mabaha.
Panyaham.
Panya.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawam.
Wayabakwashwa.
Kwaswa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayaba'awa.
Ba'awa.
Ayya.
Ayya.
Wayakapawa.
Nawakupawa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabawa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayabawa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Arthur.
After.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Tabaka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Al-Kaharataza.
Al-Karatazah. Psalms 83, chapter 83. Keep not thy silence, O thy power,
Keep not thy silence, O my power.
and hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still.
O power.
O my power.
Follow. 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 Thy enemies make it tumult.
Thy enemies make it tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up their head.
Have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
And
let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They have confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
And Moab.
And Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Saul also is joined with them.
Saul also is joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot. Salah.
Do unto them.
As
to the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor. They have became dung of the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zahab.
And like Zahab.
Yea. All their princes. As Zabah. And as Amunah. Who said. Let us take to ourselves. That the house of the power and possession. Oh my power. Make them like a wheel. As they stumble before the wind. As the fire burn the wood. As the fire burns the wood. And as the flames setting the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. Oh, our power. Oh, Yahweh. Let them be confounded. In trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. And that men may know. That thou. Whose name alone is. Yahweh. Of the Most High. Over all the earth.
Blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayam. Batazab Ya'ah. Alawak Yahana. Ha Alawakyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kwatazayanyam. Ha Kayayanyam. Wa Ha Akwasyam. Yahweh. Ma'ashem Yahushua. Tawada Aman. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
In English. Bless you, Yahweh. In Yahushua. In Michael. In the angels. Commander General Yohanan. The general. The captain. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you.
So be it.
You want to get the blessings? The curses? The curses? Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Listen to us now. Right now. Say evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. That prophet. That teachers. the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school,
said
evils and curses,
and
punishment and destruction,
to the heathen,
and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school, force their riches, to enter into our sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, to the Edomites, in the nation, in their drug dealers, in their court system, in the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Kamikaze, gay movement, lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, National Space Program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Open up the internet. In the airways. The cable access channel. In the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of our people that seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. For broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Going to go to and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucer. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Causing it to be known by all. That it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it.
So, which one's the turn? Son of Christ. Man of Israel, Sister Yeshabia. We're going to give one courtesy salute. I imagine. Hebrew Academy. You don't want to do this, Hebrew Academy. Don't let me be around. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Yachmata. So to the sister, imagine, which was the stand. Man of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak.
Yahweh Shema Atam Hashem Yahshua.
Yachmata. This mess. Look at that smile in the sister's face. That's all right. Get that camera. God, man. Next week, we're picking it up at Job chapter 4, verse 6. All right, Israel?